Mice by Rose Fileman. I think mice are rather nice. Their tails are long, their faces small. They haven't any chins at all. Their ears are pink, their teeth are white. They run about the house at night. They nibble things they shouldn't touch, and no one seems to like them much. But I think mice are nice.
Welcome to lesson 51. Let's start by reviewing some of our letters. I have this big stack. Maybe we should just do, we'll just do this many. Sound good to you? Let's begin. J says J as in jackrabbit. J says J, J, J. N says N, like up, put your tongue up in the roof of your mouth. N, N as in nest. N says N, N, N. S says S as in squirrel. S says S, S, S. G says G as in grizzly or Grotke. G says G, G, G. D says D as in deer. D says D, D, D. P says P, P as in pine cone. P says P, P, P. M says as in maple syrup. M says K says K as in kit, not fox. This is a fox, but it's a kit. It's a baby one. Kit. K says K, K, K. And we're going to learn another letter today. On our picture, we have a little bird. And as we've done before, we're going to find out what kind of bird this is. This says that it's a veery bird. A veery bird, it looks very small, like a sparrow. Veery bird. And when I say the word veery, at the beginning of that word, I make the sound v, like vroom, like a car. So this is a veery bird. That's because it starts with the letter V. V says V as in veery. Now I have our cursive letter, and I think maybe you'll remember this one a little easier. This is the cursive letter V. And this picture here, these flowers are called violets. Can you say violet? Say the V sound really long. Say violet. These are violets. Let's say our letter sentence together. V says V as in violet. V says V, V, V. Now let's think of some other things. Some other things that start with the sound V. Now the first one that I think of, I can actually hear right now. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a lot of music going on in my house. Downstairs, somebody's playing the piano, but that's not the V sound. Upstairs, a little bit quieter. I don't know if you can hear it, but I hear a violin. Violin starts with the V sound. Violin. The word Valentine starts with the V sound. Valentine. Valentine is a card you give to your friend on Valentine's Day. What about vase? Here. I don't know if you can call this a vase. It looks more like a pot to me. But we can say vase. We'll pretend it's a vase. What about vest? Vest. Oops. Can you think of any more V words? Well, let's say our letter sentence one last time before we move on. We're going to use this one, not the one with the veery bird. V says V as in violets. V says V. Now we're going to talk about something different. We're going to read some words and we're going to learn something new. So first, look at how many words I have on my chalkboard. Let's go ahead and read them together. This is get. Get. This is a sight word. The. Get the cat. Get the cat. Let's go ahead and read. Let's go ahead and read all of them. Get the cat. Bill. Bill. That's my uncle's name. Bill. Bill can run. Bill can run. Now the last one, Meg. Meg hit it. Meg hit it. Can you see it? Meg hit it. Get the cat. Bill can run. Meg hit it. Now, maybe you noticed, but all of these words that are on this line, they go together. They work together and they tell us something. This is called a sentence. This is a sentence. And this is a sentence. They work together to tell us a story. Now, when you get a lot of stories that work, a lot of sentences that work together, then you might get a really long story. But this is our first sentence. Now, when you have a sentence, there are some rules. First rule is a sentence has to begin with a capital letter. You can't use a lowercase letter at the beginning of a sentence. That's against the rules. At the beginning of a sentence, you have to have a capital letter. Now, at the end of a sentence, you need something special too. Let's switch. At the end of a sentence, you need a certain kind of end mark. Now, these are so small, I don't know if you can see them, so I'm going to make them bigger. Now, these end marks, they look like dots, and we call these periods. We most often have a period at the end of a sentence, and that means the sentence is finished. So we have a capital letter and an end mark. These end marks are called periods. Capital letter, end mark, and it also has to make sense. I can't say Holly the bed. That doesn't mean anything. It has to make sense. So you have capital letter, end mark, and complete sense. Get the cat. Does that make sense? Of course, it means I want you to go get the cat. I'm not going to get the cat now because she's downstairs sleeping in a box. Bill can run. Of course, that makes sense. Bill can run if he needs to. Meg hit it. What do you think Meg hit? It says it. We're not sure. Maybe she hit a ball. Maybe she hit something she wasn't supposed to. But we see that Meg hit something. Maybe if you're reading a story, there might be a picture that would show you what Meg hit. So these are our sentences. Now let's switch back. Let's read this right here. Red, red, red. This is like the color red. Now, is this word, red, is this a sentence? Do you remember the rules that I just told you about a sentence? It has to have a capital letter, an end mark, and make complete sentence. Does the word red have a capital letter? No. Does it have an end mark? No. Does it make sense? No, not by itself. It just says red. So this is a word. These are sentences. This is a word. Let's read this word. Get closer. Dog. Dog. This is a word, not a sentence. Let's read the last word. Bus. Bus. That also is a word. These are words. These are sentences. Sentences can be very short, but they still have to follow the rules. Numbers lesson 52. We're going to start here at number 1. We're going to count all the way to here, 59. Let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. So what are the daddies of the families? We have the 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. Those are the ones we counted today. Now we're going to talk about the 30 family right here. Can you hear Gabriel playing the piano? Okay, if we wanted to make the number 31, we would have to start with a 3 in the tens place and a 1 in the ones place. We put them together to make the number 31. Now, how do we make the number 32? 3 in the tens place, 2 in the ones place. 33, it's a good thing I have 2 3s because we need a 3 in the tens place and a 3 in the ones place. 34, 35, 36? Can you spot the 6? Does the 6 point up or down? The 6 points up. 3 in the tens place, 6 in the ones place. 37, 38, and last, 39, the 9 points down. Maybe you noticed that we didn't make the daddy of the family. We did not make the number 30. And that's because I don't have a 0 to put in the ones place. So we can't, here's the number 30. That's all I can do. Okay, now we're going to write a new number. And this number is one of the easiest numbers to write. We're going to write the daddy of the teen family. And that number is 10. To make the number 10, we just put a 1 in the tens place and a 0 in the ones place. 1, 0, 1, 0. That is how we write the number 10. Now you have a paper to do. So let's go do that. For your math paper today, look at the clocks. Read what time it is and write it in the space below. So you can see in the first one, the shorthand is pointing to the 1, so it's 1 o'clock. You just draw a 1 on the blank. Down at the bottom, number 2, it says trace and write. So it's for the number 10, but it kind of looks like I messed up the page and there's not a spot to write down at the bottom. So if you want to just write on your own down at the bottom, that'll be fine. That's all for today. We're going to do phonics review for lesson 51. Let's go over some of our flashcards. B says B as in badger. B says B, B, B. R says as in raccoon. R says L says ol as in ladybug. L says ol. T says t as in tree stump. T says t. F says f as in fly agaric. F says f. H says h as in hedgehog. H says h. C says k as in cricket. C says k. Now let's do the one that we learned earlier. V says V as in violets. V says V, V, V. Now remember this one, this is our manuscript V. We see what it looks like here. Can you make a V with your fingers? Can you go like that? That makes the letter V. V says V. Okay. I'm going to read you some words, and when I say the word, if it says the sound V, like a V, then I want you to hold up 2 V's. Are you ready? The first word is Valentine. Yes. Socks. Maybe if you had Valentine socks, that would be fun, but not socks. Vine. Yes. You do this one. Fan. Nope. Bus. Nope. Vase. Yes. Shirt. Nope. Vest. Yes. Volcano. Do you know what a volcano is? You should look it up in a book. Volcano. Yes. Ball. Nopety, nopety, nope. Vacuum. Yes. Vacuum says V, V. Hat. Nope. Vegetables. Say it to yourself. Vegetables. Does it say the V sound? Yes. And the last one, van. Yes. Okay, we're all done.
Luke 6:31. And as ye would that men should do to you, do ye also to them likewise. Luke 6:31.